Question is, find both the maximum value and the minimum value of 3x raised to 4 minus 8x cube plus 12x square minus 48x plus 25 on the interval closed 0, 3. Now when the question is given in, that is in the interval, you have to check in the closed interval means you have to use that absolute maxima and minima type. Okay, that means you have to find the critical point and you have to check for the critical point as well as the end points, that is 0 and 3 also. Okay, in the other problem you were not having any interval, so that you used your first derivative or second derivative test, right? F dash, then F double dash, then is it maxima or minima. Okay, so here you have to find out both the maxima and minima value, and we will use absolute maxima and minima method. So first what we need to do is f of x. We will take this function as f of x. So the given function is f of x. Now you have to find out what is f dashed of x, which is 12x raised to 3 minus 24x square plus 24x minus 48, right? Now you can take 12 in common, so that this will become x cube minus 2x square plus 2x minus 4. Right? Now how will you solve this is, you can just take the common from these two, so that you can take x square, remaining will be x minus 2, plus again you can take 2 here, which will again give you x minus 2. So this is common in both the terms. You can take it out, so that it will become x minus 2 into x square plus 2. This will ease your calculation for f dash of x equal to 0, or this is equal to 0, no? So for maxima or minima, what we will do, we have to equate it to 0. That is f dash of x equal to 0. So that you will get 12 into x minus 2 into x square plus 2 is equal to 0. Now 12 cannot be 0. X minus 2 can be equal to 0. Now what about x square plus 2? It will give you x square is equal to minus 2. Again, which is not possible. Square of a term is a negative number, so that we will neglect and we will get only x equal to 2, or x minus 2 equal to 0 will give you x equal to 2. So this is the critical point. Okay. Now we have to check for what is f of 0. In the interval you just see it is closed interval 0, 3. So f of 0, f of 2 and f of 3 we have to check. And in which one? The function. Okay, f of. So it is 3 into 0 raised to 4 minus x. This will give you in total, I think, only the constant number. Remaining will become 0. So all these are 0 and you will get 25 here. Okay. Now what is f of? The value which you got in between is 2. So what is f of 2? 3 into 2 raised to 4 minus 8 into 2 cube plus 12 into 2 square minus 48 into 2 plus 25. Okay, this will give you 3 into 2 raised to 4 will give you 16 minus 8 into 8 plus 12 into 4 minus 48 into 2 plus 25. This will give you 48 minus 64 plus 48 minus 96 plus 25, right? So 48 plus 48, 96. So this will go with the negative 96, so that you will get, yes, minus 64 plus 25 is minus 39. Okay. So two values got. Next is you have to check for f of 3. Okay. For f of 3, what will give you that? Okay. F of 3 is equal to 3 into 3 raised to 4 minus 8 into 3 cube plus 12 into 3 square minus 48 into 3 plus 25. Now this will give you 3 raised to 4 will give you 9 into 9, 81, minus 8 into, this will give you 27, plus 12 into 9 minus 48 into 3 plus 25. Now just calculate what is 3 into 81. It will give you 243 minus 8 into 27, it is 216, plus 12 into 9, 108, minus 48 into 3 will give you 144 plus 25. So 243 plus 108 plus 25. You just calculate. You'll get 376. Now negative numbers, you have minus 126 and minus 144. Together will give you 360. So that it is giving you 60. So these are the three values you got. Now you have to see which is maximum and which is minimum. Which is giving you the minimum value f of 2, that is at x equal to 2 you are getting the minimum value as minus 39, and at x equal to 0 you are getting the maximum value as 25. Okay, therefore the maximum value is 25 at x equal to 0 and minimum value is minus 39 at x equal to 2. Okay, the question is, at what points in the interval closed interval 0 to pi does the function sine 2x attains its maximum value? So again you have to take the function as f of x equal to 2x, find the derivative. Here again in this 0 comma 2 pi, you have to, what you will do here is, at what all points you are getting the maximum value. That means it can be more than 1 points. So first we will find out from f dash of x equal to 0, we will find out the points for x which belongs to closed 0 to pi. Okay, so first take this as f of x equal to sine 2x. F dash of x will give you what you will get, 2 cos 2x, right? Now when f dash of x is equal to 0, what you will get here? This will give you 2 cos 2x equal to 0 or cos 2x is equal to 0. Now for which values the cos function is 0, cos x equal to 0 when x is a odd multiple of, or you can say 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 form, right? X is equal to 2n plus. Here instead of x what you have? 2x. So you can say 2x should be an odd multiple of pi by 2. Alright. So first thing which you will get for 2x is pi by 2. Then 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. Now how much we have to take? That will be decided with the value of x which is in between. So what first we will do is, we will find out what is x equal to, so that it can be decided that how much values we have to choose, because the interval is given to be 0 to 2 pi. So inside that interval only we have to choose the values. It will go on like this, right? So what, till where we need to find out. Suppose I am writing till this, and then after that finding out that x equal to, I will decide whether I have to neglect this or I have to take more. Okay, so this, if 2x is pi by 2, what is x equal to? Pi by 4. Again 3 pi by 2 means x will give you 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4. So the main thing is, these things we know that it is in between 0 to pi. We will just find out what is this. That will give you an idea about, because this is pi by 4. Pi by 4 is which value? It is greater than 0, 45 degree. So we will find out what is 7 pi by 4. 7 pi by 4 will give you 7 into 180 by 4, and this is 315. You just check, you will get 315. So the values of x which are inside 0 to 2 pi are pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. Now we have to check for all these, that is f of. Okay, for all these values we need to check, and that will give you your maximum and minimum. Again it is closed interval, means you have to check for 0 and 2 pi also. So first we will start with f of 0. Okay, f of 0 will give you sine 0. Sine 0 is 0. Next value f of pi by 4. Okay, f of pi by 4 will give you sine pi by 4. Sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Right? So x equal to, sorry, it is sine 2x, right? So it is not sine pi by 4, it is sine 2 into pi by 4. This will not change because 2 into 0 will give you sine 0 only. Now f of pi is sine of 2 into pi by 2, which is sine pi by 2, sine 91. Next is, you have to check for f of 3 pi by 4. So sine of 2 into 3 pi by 4 will give you sine 3 pi by 2. Now how can you represent sine 3 pi by 2? It is pi plus pi by 2 will give you 3 pi by 2. Just see, it will give you 2 pi plus pi, which is 3 pi. Now sine 180 plus theta will give you sine, but sine, it is in the which quadrant? You just see 1, 2, 3. So pi plus something will give you the same angle, but since it is in the third quadrant, pi plus means it is in the third quadrant. Third quadrant sine is negative, so it is minus pi by sine pi by 2, which is giving you minus 1. Next is f of 5 pi by 4, which is sine of 2 into 5 pi by 4, which is sine 5 pi by 2. Again, this can be written as sine 5 pi by 4 means it can be 2 pi plus pi by 4. That will give you 4 pi plus pi whole divided by 2. So 2 pi plus pi by 2. Again, a multiple of pi, even multiple of pi. So this will give you sine pi by 5 pi by 2. But you have to check in which quadrant it is lying. 2 pi plus means this, till this it is 2 pi. 2 pi plus means it will come in the first quadrant. First quadrant sign is positive, so it will be sine pi by 2 alone. So you are getting the value as 1. Next is sine 7 pi by 4, which is sine 2 into 7 pi by 2, 7 pi by 4, which is sine 7 pi by 2. And again, this can be written as sine of 3 pi plus pi by 2, which is again 3 pi means this is pi till this point, pi till this point 2 pi, again till this point 3 pi. Okay, so 3 pi means here 3 pi plus pi by 2 means it is in the again third quadrant. 3 pi plus a quantity is giving you in the third quadrant means you have to take sign with a negative sign, sine function with a negative sign. So it is negative pi by 2, which will give you again minus 1. Now one more, which is 2 pi, which is in the interval. Okay, so all these values we have checked. Next is f of 2 pi, which is sine 2 into 2 pi, which is sine 4 pi. Again, even multiple of pi is giving you 0. So the values which you got are 0, 0, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1. So which is the minimum and which is the maximum, that we have to check. So you are getting minimum as negative 1 for 2 points of x and maximum as 1 for these 2 points, right? So therefore we can say that therefore the function attains, what is the question? Its maximum value, right? So attains its maximum value at, the question is at what point. So we need to mention only the point where we are getting the maximum. Maximum is 1, but where we are getting at 5 pi by 4 and pi by 4, right? So at x equal to pi by 4 and x equal to 5 pi by 4. Okay. Next question is, what is the maximum value of the function sin x plus cos x? Here you can see that the interval is not given. That means we will use the method f double dash, finding out f double dash and checking at that the value of x at f double dash, whether it is giving you less than or greater than 0. Okay. So when the interval is not given, you have to use your second derivative test. Take the function as sin x plus cos x. Now what is f dash of x? Derivative of sine, cos, derivative cos minus sine. Okay. Now again I said that since the interval is not given, you have to use the second derivative test. Either you can find out here itself the second derivative, or after finding out the critical point also you can do the process. Okay. What will be f double dash of x? F double dash of x will give you derivative of cos minus sine, derivative of sine cos. So it is minus sine minus cos, right? So this is the second derivative. Now again we are using f dash of x to find out the critical point, or for maxima or minima, f dash of x will be equated to 0. That means you will get cos x is equal to sin x or tan x is equal to 1, from this itself you can just write, okay, tan x equal to 1 will give you x equal to pi by 4. Now at this point you have to check for the double dash, that is at x equal to pi by 4. So this is the critical point, x equal to pi by 4. What will happen to f double dashed of pi by 4? It will give you minus sine pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4, which is minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus 2 by root 2 or minus root 2. Now again it is a negative value, that means you can say that f double dash of x, or at that point it is less than 0. If it is less than 0, you will get a maximum value. Therefore f attains a maximum value. This will decide that it has a maximum value or not. Attains a maximum value. What is the question? What is the maximum value? Okay, maximum value at x equal to pi by 4. And the maximum value is, how will you find out the maximum value? You have to substitute the value pi by 4 in the given function. Okay, so the maximum value is f of pi by 4, that is sine pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4, which is 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, which is 2 by root 2 or root 2. So root 2 is the maximum value and it is at the point x equal to pi by 4. So the question is, find the maximum value of 2x cube minus 24x plus 107 in the interval 1, 3, and you have to find out the maximum value of the same function in another interval, which is minus 3 comma minus 1. Whether the value is changing or not, that will be understood in this problem. Okay, so first you are taking the function to be f of x equal to 2x cube minus 24x plus 107. What is f dashed of x? 6x square minus 24 into 1. Okay. So f dash of x equal to 0, that will give you the critical point. So for maxima or minima, we are just equating f dash of x to 0, so that you will get 6x square is equal to 24, or x square is equal to 4, or x is equal to plus or minus 2. Now actually you got for x 2 values, 2 minus 2. But first what we are doing, the interval is 1 comma 3. So there you need to check which value I have to use. Are both the values which I got, x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 2, both belongs to the interval? No. So x equal to minus 2 does not belongs to the interval 1, 3. Therefore we will choose the value x equal to 2 only, implies only x equal to 2 is the critical point. Okay, so no need to take that value which is not in the interval. Understood? So we will check only for that value. Now what we need to find out? So again it is given as the interval, means you have to check for f of 1, f of 2 and f of 3. Okay, so what is f of 1? Replacing the value in the function, 2 into 1 cube minus 24 into 1 plus 107, which will give you 2 minus 24 plus 107. What is the answer which you are getting for f of 1? Is it 85? Is it? Are you getting 85? Two minus 24 plus 107. So it is minus 22. Okay, 107 minus 22. Here f of 2, this value. Again 2 into 2 cube minus 24 into 2 plus 107. Right? So it is 2 into 2 cube is 8. 8 into 2 16 minus 24 into 2 48 plus 107. So f of 2 you will get it to be 75. Now f of 3. For f of 3 again check 2 into 3 cube minus 24 into 3 plus 107. So here you are getting 27 into 2 into 2 minus 24 into 3 plus 107. how much you will get? 54 minus 72 plus 107. Correct? Now what is the value which you are getting? Is it 89? So these are the three values which you are getting, that is 85, 75 and 89. And you have to find out which is the maximum value in this interval. So which one is giving you the maximum value? F of 3. So you can say that therefore the maximum value is 89 and it is at x equal to 3. So first part is over. For minus 3, minus 1, whether both the values belongs to the interval, that you need to check. So since x equal to 2 does not belongs to the negative, this interval, minus 3, minus 2, we'll choose x equal to minus 2 is the critical point, because it belongs to minus 3, minus 1 interval, minus 3, minus 1. Okay, now you have to check for f of minus 3, f of minus 2 and f of minus 1. F of minus 3 will give you 2 into minus 3 the whole cube minus 24 into minus 3 plus 107 plus 107. This is equal to, here you will get negative sign, here this will become positive. Okay, so 2 into this is 24, 50 for negative plus 24 into 3, 24, it is for negative 3, it is 24 into 3, which will give you again 72 plus 107. So what is the value which you are getting for f of minus 3? 125, correct. Then f of minus 2, 2 into minus 2 the whole cube minus 24 into minus 2 plus 107. So this will give you again a negative sign with 2 raised to 4 minus, this will become plus 48 plus 107. Again, what is the value which you are getting? Minus 16 plus 48 plus 107 will give you 155 minus 16, 139. F of minus 1 will be 2 into minus 1 the whole cube minus 24 into minus 1 plus 107. So you will get negative 2 plus 24 plus 107. And what is the value? 129. Yes. So the question is find the maximum value. So we will get 139 is the max. You just see the values are changing. Here in the first case you got some other value which was 89 and it was at x equal to 3. Here you are getting the maximum value is 139 at x equal to minus 2. Okay. See what the question says. It is given that at x equal to 1 the function x raised to 4 minus 62 x square plus ax plus 9 attains its maximum value on the interval 0 to, again you can see x equal to 1 is in the interval 0, 2. Find the value of a. So since we know that at x equal to 1 it is the maximum value, you can just find out what is f dash of 1. That will do. Okay, so first we need to get the function and its derivative, x raised to 4 minus 62 x square plus ax plus 9. What is f dash of x? F dash of x will give you 4x cube minus 62 into 2 will give you 124x plus a, right? Now you have to equate it to 0. But is that necessary to equate it to 0? You can just take it as f dash of 1 because already they have given that the maximum value is attained at x equal to 1. So we can just find out what is f dash of 1 and equate that to 0 because f dash of 1 will be giving you the maximum value. Okay, so it is given that the function f of x attains its maximum at x equal to 1 because when you equate this to 0, since you don't know the value of a, but they have given that you are getting the value x equal to 1 as a critical point, and it will give you the maximum value. So f dash of 1 is actually 0, right? So f dash, since you have been given this, you can say that f dash of 1 is 0. Now what is f dash of 1? 4 into 1 cube minus 124 into 1 plus a will be equated to 0. So that you will get 4 minus 124 plus a equal to 0, or minus 120 plus a equal to 0. That will give you a as 120. So this is very simple, right? You have to use the concept of maximum value. That will give you this. Clear?